It's so blinding. Hi, and welcome back to my next stream. I'm Chaos to the power of 10, and we will continue and, I think, finish Return to Ash. Hi, Carol. Hi, Hogness. How is you too? I'm a little croaky. I'm so tired from the stuff I did yesterday. And my arm hurt because I was in the gym yesterday. And my throat hurts. I have the feeling it is worse in the morning, so it could be my allergy. It could also be that I'm slowly getting sick. But I'm guessing the combination out of body pain, throat pain, and tiredness doesn't mean that I have like something bad. It's just a combination that happened on accident. I slept half of the day, I believe. And I want to go to the gym tomorrow again. This time it's leg day. I hope not so many. I go earlier this time. Because yesterday, I don't know, there were too many people. Not a lot of people who would like disinfect, clean the work stuff after they use it. You know. A lot of teens also. Meh. Okay. Oh no, I hope you feel okay soon, Chaos. Thank you. I guess it will. The soreness of the muscle will return into bigger muscles, I hope. The tiredness comes because I did so much yesterday in comparison to normally, I guess. And I don't know about this throat. I just hope it's allergy. So I do not have to be sick. Does Chaos want some waffles? Yes. To be honest, yes. That would be nice. So, we still have 3 endings to go. 1 bad ending. I'm guessing it is not being friends with the man and then getting shoved into the shelf. Yeah. And maybe we die there. I can imagine that. Revive with Scarlet should be easy enough. Revive alone. I cannot even remember what Rin Reaper's pickup is. Oh, that's the game. That's a small handheld. Leave Scarlet behind something, and then Reaper's pickup. I see. Okay. They are really good with the pear marmalade that Togna's parents made. To be honest, I do not like pears. So I cannot imagine how pear marmalade would taste like. The hospital was empty, quiet and brighter than usual, like waking up on a snow day. Not snowy day? But I didn't feel cold. I didn't feel much of anything. Weird, normally opening my eyes to a room this bright would give me a migraine. Instead, I felt no pain at all. No aching muscles, no bad sores, not even a hint of dizziness or nausea. Wish. For the first time in 7 years, I felt completely normal. Either I'm cured or this is a dream. Or I'm dead. Let's go for Scarlet's first. It seems easy enough. Yep, definitely a dream then. My IV bag dripped in response. Oh, these are some next level painkillers, huh? What am I supposed to do now? Leave the room. I put on some slippers and walked out into the hall. I guess I can make the game louder. Much to my dismay, there didn't seem to be anyone here either. Something was definitely wrong. Even in the dead of night, you would see a nurse or two scouring these halls. Or at the very least a janitor. But it's broad daylight and there's absolute no one. My footsteps echoed quiet in the eerie silence. I peered around the corner to see another empty stretch of hall way before me. Okay, no explanation, time has stopped. I slept through the fire alarm and everyone already evacuated. I was left behind in the confusion. Or it's a rapture, so it's not their fault I was left behind. A nuclear apocalypse, isn't that a bright flash before the bomb goes off? That must be what this is. I walked steadily down the halls, coming up with more and more ridiculous theories as to what was happening. Is this sound off or something? Options? Is this sound off? Nope. Huh? Well, fine. The mute was there was not muted. It still needed to be on off. Fine. All of them have 3. Fine. Finally, a figure appears, saving me from my madness. Hello. Hi. I was too surprised to know how to react. This wasn't the sort of person I expected to find, and she showed up too suddenly. Instead of focusing on all the possible explanations for what was going on, I should have come up with something to say when I inevitably found someone stupid. I didn't think anyone else was here. She looked me up and down, glancing to my IV and then back to my face. She was expecting a response. Cool tie. That's a cool tie. Ha, thanks. Are you feeling okay? Couldn't help but notice you're on an IV. Well, I'm in the hospital for a reason. Her smile's false. Sorry for being a depression person, lady. She gives me a pitying look, then pauses to consider her next word. Listen, this isn't a hospital. You died. Fuck. Are you okay? You're not having a heart attack, are you? No, I was just really hoping you weren't going to say that. Ah, right, of course. Why would it matter if I was having a heart attack now? I'm apparently dead. I mean, I assumed as much. I just didn't want to face it. How could I have died so unceremoniously, unless it's just that I don't remember the gruesome details? I guess I should be thankful for that, at least. Still to die in my sleep at the ripe age of 22, it's not how I expected my life to come to an end. The doctors never told me I had however many weeks left to live. It feels so out of nowhere. Did I really die? I'm breathing right now. Out of necessity or habit? The woman clears her throat. I'm sorry, it took me some time to process my own death too. You are also dead? I've been here for about 3 months now, give or take. I wonder how she died, but it's probably rude to ask a stranger something like that. It's not like I wanted to spill my life story either. So what's your story, kid? She asked without hesitation. Oh, I had a not so great meeting today. Do you want to share or do you just want a head pet? I don't know how I would do that, but you know, I can offer. I'm not a kid, I'm 22. Really? But you look so young. But being hospitalized stunted my growth, I guess. Why are we talking about this? I died. Who cares what I look like? Wow, only 4 years younger than me. Finally, someone I can relate to a little better. My life is pretty far from the average 22-year-old experience. It's hard to imagine I would be relatable to her in the slightest. What were you hospitalized for? It's not cancer, is it? She's so unbelievably rude. No, it's hard to explain. Was it terminal? I continue to be astounded by this woman's complete lack of tact. Can we talk about something else? Ah, sorry, I'm asking because I wanted to discern what your goal might be. My goal? I'm dead. Surely there's no reason left to pursue any kind of goals. To my surprise, she laughs. This might be some kind of afterlife, but that doesn't mean we should give up on living. My name is Scarlett. I'm going to get my second shot at life, even if it kills me. Can't really say too much about it other than it was difficult mentally. Oh. I hope you are out of work now, right? I hope you can lay down and, rest. Enjoy the waffles. Moving words for someone who is already dead. What about you? Do you want to go back? Do I want to go back? To where? Go back to where? When? To where I left off? To before I was hospitalized? The thought of returning to my current everyday life, resuming the stasis I have been in for the past 7 years, it just doesn't sound all that appealing to me. Here I'm on the couch. Okay, then get a blanket, get a nice drink, and relax. It's not that I would rather be dead. It's more like, now that I've died, I feel like I could come to accept it. My head doesn't hurt and I've been standing here for a while now without feeling dizzy. That's huge for me. I wonder if I ever even need this IV anymore. I answer her honestly. I don't know. That makes sense. It sounded like you just got here after all. What's your name? It's Ashley. Ash for short. Alright, Ashley. Walk with me, I tell you everything I know. She turned immediately with complete confidence that I would follow right after her. So I did. Scarlett walked at an easy pace, explaining the mechanics of this afterlife as if it were a speech she had rehearsed and recited 20 times. And maybe she had. Clearly I wasn't the first dead person she has welcomed here. It was surreal, thinking about the situation I was in, but also how I had no trouble focusing on her explanation despite that. Usually I feel so lost in a fog. But my mind is completely clear right now. Is this how my brain would function if I were healthy? Not that it mattered anymore. Based on Scarlett's explanation, I should consider this place to be purgatory. We died, but we can move on from here. It's unclear exactly where we would move on to. Apparently that's up to death. We were on our way to meet them now. So we don't get hungry. Right. Or thirsty. There's nothing to eat or drink here anyway. And we can't sleep. I haven't actually tried. But after 3 months with no sleep, I haven't had any sort of adverse health effects. Safe to say it's unnecessary. For sure it's been 3 months. Time is definitely passing. I've been using my watch to track the days. Because there's no sunrise or sunset. I slow my pace and Scarlett stops in front of me. There's a pitying look on her face. The stasis isn't so bad once you get used to it. I'm already tired of how bright it is. Well then, lay down, close your eyes. Scarlett laughs, but I wasn't joking. I may have been spared from my usual migraine, but the constant intensity of the light was unnerving to me. If I had a choice of which hospital to spend purgatory in, I would say St. Follows was the better option. At least there I had the changing seasons to look forward to. How I would get quieter after visiting hours were over. The chatty nurses telling me about their day as they changed my IV. Being in the hospital for so long, you learn to love the little things. The alternative is just feel miserable all the time. I'm not miserable, I'm still alive, but I can't even say that anymore. Grip the pole of my IV stand a little tighter. Oh, I'm still too afraid to leave it behind. The last few wayward souls who came through here, they made it out pretty quick. Maybe you will be able to bargain with death too, then you won't have to get used to this light. I'm not very good at bargaining. She laughs again and presses the button for the elevator. I will help you, I'm good at debate? Yeah, thanks. The elevator doors open. To reveal a man stacking coins in the corner, center of the floor. Don't come in. I blinked at the confusing sigh, but Scarlet cut in without missing a beat. You're still at this? It's been 2 days. There's a lot of coins and the deadline's coming up pretty soon. Scarlet leaned her forearm against the elevator door to prevent it from closing. Well, can we get in? I'm taking Ashley here to meet death. Could you maybe catch the next one? There is not next one behind it. There's only one elevator thingy per elevator area. No. Scarlet forced her way in, knocking over a stack of coins in the process. Why are you so pushy, Miss Scarlet? Because you're wasting your time. Come on, Ashley. She motions for her to follow and I stepped into the elevator. I did my best to avoid the coins at my feet. It was an awkward ride. When we reached the basement, Scarlet went on ahead. The man moved to shield his coin stacks from her reckless stride, but it turned out to be unnecessary. Her intent seemed more focused on escorting me to wherever Death was, I guess. Okay. Thank you, Hogness. To the side of the elevator door was another pile of coins. Upon closer inspection, they looked to be some type of play currency. At least I'm not aware of any coins with a skull on them. Doubloons, maybe? Judging by the cartoony design, it seems like something used for a board game rather than by pirates. Curious and not particularly in any rush to meet death, I stopped to talk to the man. Why are you stacking coins, mister? Caledon, and you are Ashley, right? I prefer Ash. Caledon picks up a small stack of coins and transports it to the larger pile besides the elevator. His process is methodical and efficient. I can tell he really has been at this for 2 days. It's my trial, so I can revive. He shuffles back into the elevator to pick up the next stack of coins. Trial? Scarlet, clearly tired of waiting, returned to my side. Death told him he had 3 days to bring coins from the top floor to the basement. If he reaches a certain amount, his soul will be released. They have to stay stacked like this. If a single coin faces tails up, it won't count. Sounds tedious. No, I don't mind. It's good exercise. He goes back to the next round of coins. Leave him, Ashley. He's done hundreds of these trials. Death isn't going to let him pass this time either. As Scarlet walks away again, the elevator doors begins to close. Caledon stumbles from his place to block them. The stack of coins he's holding wobbles dangerously. Why do I get bonked? Hydrate to get the soreness away. And stretch. Okay. Why stretch? Ow. Up. Ow. Okay. Okay. And down. only one. But thank you for the stretch. But he quickly steadies them and continues his work as if nothing had happened. I feel sorry for him. Nope, this time we follow Scarlet because we want to be friends with Scarlet. Not wanting to be left behind, I back away from Caledon and leave him to his trial. Scarlet turns back to me, tapping her foot as I catch up. She's grinning. You know, the reason I volunteer to bargain with death for you is because I don't want to see you end up like Caledon. In other words, she took pity on me. I really wish I would have had a mentor when I first got here. Maybe things would have gone more smoothly. Thanks for your help, Miss Scarlet. You don't need to call me Miss, Ashley. Yes, we are equals here. That's funny, I don't feel like I'm being treated as an equal at all. Still, I can't help smiling back. If she wants to take me under her wing, that's a net positive for me, isn't it? Scarlet motions for me to follow again, and I obey. Best not to overthink it. I steel myself as she escorts me further down the hall towards death. The room I found myself in now had walls lined with metal drawers. I know these drawers. They are for storing human bodies. You pull the door open and a panel slides out with a corpse on it. I have seen it on TV. This is the basement of the hospital where they take patients who succumb to their illness or injuries. And Scarlet took me here. I'm really dead. I fucking died. No matter how many times I say it in my head, it doesn't sink in. I'm still thinking and walking and talking. How can I really be dead? You are joking, right? Huh? She turns to me, genuinely confusion in her eyes. The morgue you? My voice cracks. I can't stay calm when faced with this. Is that how you see it? What's that supposed to mean? It's obviously the morgue. Are you okay, Ashley? No, I don't know. I'm in a morgue. The fear is so visceral, but my heart isn't beating faster at all. Is it still beating? When did it stop? It's not beating anymore, is it? Scarlet, I don't want to die. I don't want to be dead. I feel the same, which is why we need to bargain with death. I try to calm my breathing. She's right. This is what we came for. Sorry. Don't worry, it's a normal reaction. I feel like an idiot for freaking out. I was told a long time ago that I would die young, but it still always feels so far away. Imagining myself being slid into one of those cold metal drawers, to be forgotten by everyone I would ever know. I had ever known. But everyone already forgot about me, didn't they? That's how I felt before. No visitors in over a year. Oof, I might as well not exist to them. It's more convenient if I don't exist. How will they feel when they hear the news? Relieved? I don't want to think about it. How did you die? I asked the question point blank. She pried into my life before, so this is just a bit of payback, I guess. I don't remember the specifics. I woke up here 3 months ago. Caledon was focusing on his trials, and Death refused to talk to me. How was the jello? It's still in the fridge. I try it after stream. But it was fun to make. There have been a few others, but they haven't stuck around long. I'm not sure how any of them got out, or if they were able to revive at all. She talks quickly, in another speech that feels rehearsed. She must have relayed the story a number of times by now. I have searched the building for clues, but the computers don't boot up, and everything in the filing cabinets is completely blank. All I know is that Death is in charge and seems to have some control over who can leave via the trials. Which means bargaining with them might really be my only way out, if there is a way out of here. You're sure we can bargain with them? Well, don't expect results right away. They don't like the recently living. Great, guess I will have to figure out a way to get on Death's good side. Where is Death, anyway? I thought they would be lurking around in here. They usually are. I take a look around now that the shock of being in a morgue has worn off a little. On the opposite side of the room is a large pile of coins that have been meticulously stacked. It's concerning that the one eye is somewhere else. Kaladin's work, I guess? What's the point of this? A show of dedication? Repaying his sins, maybe? You would have plenty of time to reflect on your life if you spent 2 whole days doing this. Or maybe you would be so focused on that that you don't think at all. Wondering these things to myself isn't going to answer any questions. Knife? Why knife? What's going on? I turn to Scarlet. What else has Kaladin had to do for his trials? Oh, I stopped caring, it's all meaningless anyway. Blunt as always. The trials are a waste of time, Ashley. Death always finds a way to claim you have lost. You claim you're unfair? Behind you stood a hooded figure with an oversized size. This is definitely Death. You came out of nowhere. Don't do things like that. You're going to give Ashley a heart attack. Not possible. It clearly feels possible. They really startled me. Just then, Kaladin came stumbling into the room with a stack of coins in hand. Oh, everyone's here. We have business with Death. Could you try not to disturb us? But my trial. Is this not enough coins? It's insanity. He places his stacks of coins in the pile, then scurries out of the room. Have some self-respect. What's your business with me, Scarlet? They ask flatly, their sign, muffled by the skull, makes covering their face. That is a mask, right? The gloves they are wearing looks like the kind I have worn for Halloween as a kid. Chad having a party? Ashley wants to revive. You're going to release her soul from this place. Purring? I don't know if my throat can do this, but we will try, I guess. I hope this is picked up. Thank you, Carol, for the purring. She speaks for me and I let her. There's no way I can talk like that to Death myself. Am I? Kaladin sneaks back into the room with another stack of coins, then quietly adds them to the pile. Yes, you are. Look at her. She's on the IV for God's sake. So if she revives, she could die anyway. Oh, that was Death. Gee, thanks for the reminder. That's besides the point. Seems relevant to me. Why would I bother? Should I bother? Because maybe a near-death experience is what she needed in order to be miraculously healed. She could go on to live a full life. That's kind of a weird argument to make. I'm certainly not expecting any miracles. She's young. Does she look like she belongs here? Kaladin's coins clatter in the background. To me, she looks like someone who would rather rely on a stranger than face her problems herself. We are not strangers. We did just meet. Scarlet gently puts a hand on my shoulder. Let me do that talk, Ashley. Okay. Ousted from the debate over my own soul, I retreated to the opposite side of the room. This isn't going well. Death probably thinks I'm pathetic now, like how Scarlet feels about Caledon. A pathetic little worm doing whatever they are told, relying on the strength of others. Pitiable and weak, that's us. He glances at me, then hurriedly returns to stacking his coins. I got new emotes to play with. Yay, gifted sub. I think. But before he can leave the room again, Death blocks his way. Time's up, Donnie. Donnie? That's kind of cute. Please stop calling me that, only my mom calls me Donnie. Scarlet strides over to us, indignant. Excuse me, our conversation was not over. Schedule's full, babe. Come back with a better argument tomorrow. I'm busy. Just tell him he failed and get it over with already. Please don't do that, I worked really hard. Excuse me? They all turn to face me at once. I'm a little surprised they listened, and massively uncomfortable with their attention. Are you really going to check through every coin? Not just check them. There's a hint of a smirk in their voice. I'm gonna flip him. Flip? And there's the catch. For every coin you brought, we are gonna play heads or tails. If any of them lands on tails, you lose. I thought I just had to place them here face up. Flipping every single one, that's impossible. What are the odds of getting heads so many times in a row? 50-50 for each coin. That's technically possible. I would take a miracle, but there's still technically a chance you could pass. If I had that kind of luck, I would have won the lottery by now. Don't bother getting his hopes up, Ashley. It always turns out like this. Death flips the first coin. Heads. They pick up the next one. Oh, heads again. They are definitely taking pleasure in this. Caledon cringes visibly at the sound of each coin being tossed. The third coin lands on heads, and then a fourth. He watches the results, unable to speak. But it can't go on forever. In fact, it might be set up to make him start to think he has a chance, only for Death to take that away. It's just a coin flip, but they managed to turn it into immense psychological torture. Bringing fewer coins would have given him better odds, but then would he fail to not meeting the minimum requirement? I see why Scarlet didn't bother to help him before. Death's trials are made up to be unwinnable. The coin flips pause and Death turns to me. Hey Ashley, heads or tails? Tails. I wasn't asking you. Tails? Tails, like Scarlet said. I just want this to be over, it's too cool. They flip the coin. Tails, you lose, Caledon. Come on, that's not fair. His voice wavers. I think he might cry, which is probably Death's aim with hers. Crushing his spirit, giving him hope only to snuff it right back out. What do they gain from toying with people like that? Caledon has done a lot of these, right? I can't stop myself from speaking up. The situation is too unfair. Yeah? So why can't you just release his soul anyway? Or already? He's tried pretty hard, right? He's got plenty of time. What do you mean? Death mounts their thighs like a witch on a broomstick. I barely know how to react as my eyes follow them. I can only think of how the ceiling's higher up than I realize. They drift to a stop, then grabs the handle of one of the metal doors. Am I about to see a corpse? Have we been standing in a room lined with bodies? Why do the walls look infinitely tall, and how had I not noticed it until now? The metal door swings open and a long door slides out. It's hard to tell from where I'm standing, but it seems to be lined with rows upon rows of hourglasses. His is in here. What are those? The countdowns for every soul that comes here. Countdown? Why is this the first I'm hearing of a countdown? You never asked. Like you would have told me. This is how long you have to live. The sand in the small hourglass falls steadily down, a human life measured in grains of sand. Nice try, we are already dead. Not quite. Caledon stares at the ground while wringing his hands. What do you mean? Death descends again, Caledon's hourglass in hand. Wanna see what happened when I turn this over? They say it in a teasing voice, like it's a game to them. This is someone's life. No. Caledon says what we must all be thinking. But it's cool, check it out. When Death flips the hourglass over, we all expect the sand inside to reverse direction. But it doesn't. It continues falling upward, defying gravity. This is how long we have left to live, meaning we are still alive, and maybe because we are still alive we have a chance to revive. Scarlet said she's been here for 3 months. How much time does she have left? How much time do I have left? Scarlet lets out an incredulous huff. So you're just going to torture him until his time runs out? Will you release him once it gets down to the wire, or let him die in the end? That's up to him. Unbelievable. We are still alive, even though this is the afterlife? Didn't Scarlet tell you? I look to Scarlet, but she's already stormed away. She taps her foot, facing away from us. This is the afterlife for souls who died a social death. Y'all end up here cause you are miserable losers. Well, says you. Return to Ash. Scarlet thought brought me back up to the floor where we first met. In her hands was an hourglass, one Death has given to her when she asked for it. She eyes it suspiciously. Did she tell you? That's what Death said. Scarlet could have told me we aren't really dead. She's apparently known it all along. So why did she give me the wrong impression? No, she specifically told me that I died. There's not a lie by omniscience, it's just a straight up lie, isn't it? What else is she not telling me? Based on her reaction, I can tell she didn't know about the hourglasses, but what about everything she told me before? Was any of it true? I slow my pace, we need to talk about this. Hey Scarlet. She finally looks up from her hourglass and directs it directly into my eyes. You told me that we died, but according to Death, that isn't really true. You knew that it was a social death, didn't you? Why didn't you tell me sooner? Because I don't trust them. I don't trust anything Death says implicitly. The trials, for instances. I've never once seen anyone pass them. But others made it out before, right? Maybe they passed their trials without you noticing? I have yet to confirm that. They just seem to disappear after a while. You think Death is lying to us? I know that I'm dead, Ashley. She suddenly seems very intense. I'm taken aback by the coldness in her voice. How are you so sure? Because I was murdered. Wait, how is that working? Scarlet glances down the empty hallways and steps into one of the rooms. Does she want me to go in after her? I guess? I've come this far with Scarlet. I won't back down now. Scarlet stands at the other side of the room, gazing out the window into the endless void. Scarlet? You're really attached to me, aren't you? I thought we were working together, like a team or something. I get that you don't trust Death, but I at least thought I could trust you. Couldn't you trust me? Oh, you are a good girl, Ashley. She sighs, letting go of the tension from before. I'm sorry for making you feel like I lied to you. Well, you did lie to me. You didn't make me feel like I lied. Wait, that's not an excuse. I'm sorry for making you feel like I lied to you. Is such a bad sentence. Either you lied to me or you didn't. And you didn't tell me what, like the god of the swam, told you. You could have just told me the truth that somebody told you that way. But you don't believe it. And what your belief is. That would be the truth. And saying, making me feel like, is, as far as I can remember, a toxic trait. Or something toxic to say. Especially if it goes with lying. Either you lied or you didn't. Let's share information. Probably this time. Yeah. Whatever helps us get her out of here. Scarlett starts by showing me her hourglass. It's nearly full at the top, meaning she has plenty of time to revive, but according to death anyway. I wasn't given an hourglass, so there's no telling how much time I have. But if Scarlett's still doing just fine after 3 months, maybe I don't need to worry about it so soon. Knowing the deadline might only make me panic in the end, so we decided to forget about it for now. Scarlett folds her arms and leans back against the window. The other thing I should tell you is, this isn't a hospital. Yeah, it's the afterlife, you told me that already. What I mean is, that morgue we were in before, that's the mail room. Huh? Mail room? It isn't really a mail room, of course, that's just what it looks like to me. It's different for everyone, like a dream. Your mind fills in the blanks using a place from your own memories. So it's like a memory, that's why the details are missing. So then, what is this place to you, Scarlett? To me it's an office building, the one I used to work at. Scarlett goes into another one of her speeches, although this one feels far less rehearsed. Before she was killed, she was forced to quit her job. She doesn't say what the job was exactly, but there was some kind of scandal caused by her boss, and she was unknowingly complicit in it. All she did was shred some papers like she was told, that got her stalked by journalists, and there was all this public outrage. I'm almost surprised I hadn't heard of whatever this case was, but it's not like I watch the news. Scarlett delivered her story coldly, without a hint of emotion attached. She sounds tired of it all. I don't want to push her with more questions, but I don't get this at all. So then, if your boss was a bad guy here, why were they coming after you instead? God knows, Ashley, if I call it misogyny, they will accuse me of dodging culpability. None of my friends wanted anything to do with me. They didn't want the trouble. Some of them even believed those articles. I was getting harassed on the street. I could barely leave my apartment. A social death, meaning all of the relationships were destroyed. What about your family? My mother passed away when I was young, and I haven't spoken to my father since I was a teenager. We never got along. I may as well not have a family. Maybe it's better that way. They would have become targets because of me. Because of you? Weren't you only in that situation because of your boss? Ha, it's unfair, isn't it? I ignore the rumors about him. We even used to get along. But it turned out he's just another shitty abusive white man in a long line of shitty abusive white men. Hating him is easy, it's boring. Me, on the other hand, I'm a traitor to my entire gender. I'm despicable. A traitor? But what? This all sounds so extreme. It's because I'm the one who destroyed the evidence. Map. It doesn't matter that I didn't know what was on the papers. Everyone believed that I must have known. If I had just taken the time to look through them, If I hadn't been so buried in work, I could have realized what they were. Ah, that fucking bastard. I'm just the last in the line of women whose life he ruined. Scarlet signs again, much heavier this time. It's still so painful to think about. You would think after a few months away from it all, I could laugh about it. Wait. You cannot be killed. How could anyone laugh about any of that? It led to you getting killed, didn't it? Something like that. What? Her? Her murder must have been related to this, right? I thought that's why she was telling me. Anyway, I would rather not dwell on it. When I revive, I will be starting completely over. Starting over like a whole new life? That's the plan. There's no salvaging my old life. I'm dead. But that doesn't have to mean the end of Scarlet. Or maybe I can change my name to Rogue or something. Sure. Rogue? I like that. Wanna change it right away? What? And have to explain myself to everyone? No thanks. I don't think anyone would make a big deal out of it. All that aside, let's stay focused on where we are now. Right, finding a way to revive. I think our next step is to try to get more information out of the others. They are probably more willing to talk to you than me, so I think you would better be the one to do it. Sure, yeah, that makes sense. Scarlet needs my help. She's relying on me for this. Just make sure to take everything Des says with a grain of salt. Kaladin too, honestly. That man is beyond help. I will let you know what I find out. Thanks, Ashley. I promise we are gonna make it out of here together. Yeah, we can do it. As I leave the room, I can't help but feel giddy with pride. I'm gonna be useful to Scarlet. We are a real team now. I hurry down the hall towards the elevator. My AV bag swings along behind me as I walk. When I reach the elevator, I press a button to close the doors behind me. I do not want to talk to them. Ow. Thanks for the hydrate. I don't want to talk to any of them. Hey, let's talk. Drink your damn water. I did. Huh? Sure, Ash. Is there something in particular you want to talk about? Everything that happened, I guess. Ah, yeah. How are you feeling after that? Probably a lot to take in, huh? Death called us miserable losers. A little harsh, right? Yeah, I'm not really miserable, but they are right about me not having any friends. Oh, well, I'll be your friend. Everyone needs a Paul after all. I'm stuck by his warmth. He seems so genuine. Can I call you Donnie? Please, anything but that. We share a laugh and continue chatting. I tell him about myself, how most of my life is revolved. We had this before. What was your life like? How long have you been here? You know, I'm not really sure how long it's been. Scarlet's the only one with a watch. And it doesn't get dark. The days must really blend together, huh? It's probably been a few years. Could you ask Death to find out? They don't like me very much. He sits in one of the chairs and I take the one beside him. My life before this was, I don't know. I ran my own business, I had a wife, I thought my family cared about me. But I went into debt, and no matter how much effort I put into my job, I just sunk deeper and deeper. No, I have not. I Thought I was doing what I was supposed to do, working hard, hustling, you know. His breath grows unsteady. I don't know what to say, so I keep listening. When she handed me the divorce papers, I thought, great, now I can spend more time selling products. My whole family stopped talking to me. I don't know what I did wrong. Those products help people, but my mom called it a scam. But it's not a scam, they are health supplements. I use them myself. If you have enough people in your downline, you can make thousands of dollars a week. You just have to keep recruiting. And it's fun. You get to work from home and talk to people you never would have talked to before. It's the kind of work you could even do from a hospital bed. Heck, you might feel better if you take some yourself. Yeah, you are weird. Health supplements? The company is called You Thrive. Get it? Because it makes you thrive. His mood changes really suddenly. I've never really heard of this company, but it sounds important to him. Ash, when we get out of here, I will send you the sample kit. You can try it for yourself. Thank you. I shouldn't be taking supplements without my doctor's permission. That's what's great about You Thrive. It doesn't interfere with any medication. It just boosts your immune system, along with many other benefits. This is getting weird. Why is he giving me a sales pitch when we might be stuck in afterlife forever? I think you would enjoy it. It's a game about demolishing things and kinda sorta doing illegal stuff. I mean, after I get my first pay, maybe. Kaladin. I'm healthy, so it didn't make any sense that I would die. I had died. And now he seems back to normal. So, this social death thing, that must be it, because no one talked to me anymore. They all blocked my number. Did he scare everyone off with how intense he is about his job? That's pretty sad. Well, at least we have each other, right? We are not friendless losers anymore. Kaladin smiles at me, then takes his hourglass from his pocket. I am okay with reading the spoken text again, but just the text is somewhat meh. Kaladin? Right, yeah. Mep. He slips his hourglasses back in his pocket. Thank you, I will do my best to pass next trial. It doesn't sound like you remember dying, but it's possible he could have passed in his sleep, like what probably happened to me. Scarlet could be right about the hourglass stuff being made up. I never even got mine. But I guess I could go see about that next. Oh, they don't do the thing anymore? No. That's dumb. Put the ice in the jar. I also don't understand it. It makes it more complicated. After saying goodbye to Kaladin, I step into the elevator and make my way to the basement. It's time to speak to Death. When the elevator doors open, Death's thighs drops in through the small gap like a guillotine. The blade sticks in the floor, set a couple inches deep. It takes me a moment to register what happened. Thank God I wasn't standing right there. Once the door fully opens, they jostle the handle and swing their weapon back over their shoulder casually. I have been expecting you. To kill me? Nah, wanna hang out? You're not gonna swing your thighs at me anymore, right? Ha. Oh. Ha! That was accidental, that's not because what you did. Don't be such a baby, follow me. Like I have a choice. Would you be okay with me skipping stuff? How would you deck it out so fast? This place looks extremely lived in, from the half-eaten bags of snacks on the floor to the controllers scattered near the beanbag chairs. Magic, don't worry about it. Right, I should know better than to ask, consider I have also seen them fly. The big screen TV catches my attention. There's a tantalizing lineup of all the latest game consoles below it. And we are going to play video games? I'm getting a little excited now. The only game I had in the hospital were on my favorite childhood handheld. Ads in 5 minutes. Death strides over to the controller on the floor and picks one of them up. We are gonna play GDR 5. GDR? Glorious Devil's Avarice. How have you not heard of that? It's one MTE. Oh, the kids down the street I grew up on had one of those games. How do you play? It's single player, you just watch. Wow, what fun. How long am I gonna be stuck here hanging out with them? Death turns the console on. Yeah. Wait, what have even happened here? I need to get information for Scarlet. Hey Death, can you pause? Why? Because it's hard to have a conversation over all the gunfire and explosions. Then yell. I would rather not. Ugh, boring. Death pauses the game and leans towards me. So you're like Scarlet's lackey now, or what? Scarlet's my friend. Saying it out loud makes me feel good inside. It's nice to have a friend, even if we are in the afterlife. Damn well. I guess it's too late for you then. Too late for what? You don't care about GDR and you are happy being someone's puppet. We will never get along. I'm not a puppet. Why do you come here, Ash? You dragged me here. You came down on the elevator to talk to me, right? Oh yeah. You never gave me my hourglass. You don't have one. I don't? I'm unpausing now. Death resumes a grand escape from Hell's police force, driving down a blood-soaked highway as helicopters riddle Lucy's car with bullets. I don't have an hourglass, what does that mean? I guess if it was something they made up just to put pressure on Scarlet and Kaladin, it would make sense that they wouldn't care to give me one. Maybe Scarlet's right then. Death is just playing games with us to keep us from reviving. I gotta tell Scarlet about this. Trusting whatever Death says is definitely a mistake. I knew it! Scarlet paces back and forth across the room. So the hourglasses are a distraction. Well, just like the bogus trials, we can't trust anything Death says. Who knows if they have the power to revive any of us at all? That was probably a lie too. But they can fly and sort stuff. They definitely have some powers. Right, and you said they changed their room with magic, but we already know the appearance of this building is based on illusions. Are they really Death? Like the literal actual Grim Reaper? I thought so, but I'm beginning to doubt that too. They are wearing a Halloween costume, for God's sakes. They are supposed to be our only way out of here, unless even the possibility of reviving was a lie. Well, it doesn't do us any good to believe that. Let's think about the things we know for sure. I'm not sure I know anything for sure. I don't even know if I'm really dead. Well, I know I am, so we can start there at least. I have the feeling you do not know. Everyone who's been able to leave this place so far, I thought it was because they passed their trials. But I didn't actually see anyone pass anything. I only heard about it from Kaladin after the fact. Right, and he believes in the trials a little too much. I have watched him fail again and again the entire time I have been here. He won't stop, no matter how many times death humiliate him. And now you tell me he's in an MLM. It seems like he's as gullible as they get. Put things on your throat, Chaos. I know, I'm looking around, but I do not know what I want. That's what this means. Wait, what's an MLM? A multiple level marketing scheme. It's a business model that preys on desperate people, wreaking havoc on their finances, while the owners of the company The TV in the corner of the room suddenly switches on. The screen is bright white. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Calling all losers. I thought of some trials for you all. Come downstairs to get started. The TV switches off as abruptly as it turned on. Scarlett and I exchange looks. Should we? They will come to us if we don't go to them. Might as well get it over with. Should we try to get it? I mean, it depends if we survive this round anyway first, I guess. And I don't know. Ooh, nope. No. Return. Now that we have assembled, Death taps his thighs on the floor and makes the announcement. Scarlett, it's time for your next trial. Pass. She said it so quickly that barely even had time to finish their sentence. Ash, then. They turn to me. I can feel myself starting to sweat. I made you something special. It's a video game. A game? Like GDR or something? No, I can't 3D model for shit. I made you a card game. They pull out a small handheld and offer it to me. It's a retro model, similar to the one I got in elementary school. This is a pain, boy. The card's already in there, so turn it on and try it out. If you can beat my game, you will get to revive. I have a feeling Death designed something extremely difficult, maybe even impossible. Should I? No. I have the feeling if we don't, then we have an extra hard with Scarlett. You probably made it so I can't win, so I'll pass. Other girl. It's beatable. I would even respect you if you won. Like, major respect. Guess I could try. No, it's a waste of time. That's okay, I don't want to. Thought I could tempt you with video games. Whatever, noob. Death shoves the paint boy back in their pocket and turns away from me in a huff. It's time for your next trial, Donnie. He stiffens in preparation. I couldn't help but feel nervous for him too. Okay, Death, what do you need me to do this time? Video games? I mean, yeah, the pick-me-up card game. Not much. Death ascends high over our heads just like they did before. They open a different drawer this time. When they pull out the table, it appears to be empty. This game is simple. They descend back down towards us with a hint of darkness in their voice. It's called Say When. Before I know it, my feet leave the ground. I barely have time to register what's going on before my body hits cold metal. My IV bag hits my chest and it's I scramble to catch it. When did I get taken off its hook? Where am slam? Darkness. The blinding white I had only just gotten used to was replaced with an oppressive black that turned my confusion into abject fear. I'm stunned, terrified to move an inch. All I can do is breathe while my mind searches for an explanation. Ashley! Scarlett's voice gets through to me. It's coming from somewhere below me, muffled slightly. What the fuck are you doing? Let her out. I'm inside of something. I tentatively reach one hand out into the darkness in front of my face. It's flat, smooth and cold. Metal, like the surface I was thrown onto. I reach the same hand to the side, more panicked this time. Clank. My worst fears are realized. I've been shoved inside one of the drawers in the wall. A drawer meant for dead bodies. Please? I don't want to be in here, please, someone. My words come out as a whisper. I'm not sure anyone can even hear them. It's up to you to save her, Donnie. I will let her out if you ask. Death's voice is taunting like a playground bully, the sound of someone who isn't really going to do what they are offering. But free her too soon and you lose the trial. Kaladin! I call out in panicked desperation. He has to let me out, he has to. Kaladin, are you fucking kidding me? It's not like she will die in there. Unfucking believable, you're scum, you know that. You would let a poor disabled girl suffer over a trial you are just gonna fail anyway? Hey Ash, are you okay? Am I okay? Would anyone be? In this situation, well, I guess I would just lie there. I would like a pillow though. No, I'm scared, I don't like this, please let me out. I'm back him, trying to speak as firmly and clearly as I can to make sure there's no misunderstanding. I want out immediately. But you are not hurt or anything, right? I'm about to hurt you, dickhead. I'm grateful for Scarlett's anger, but I'm also not sure it'll convince him. Kaladin, please just let me out. This is probably the easiest trial I will ever give you. All you have to do is nothing. Oh, we are all on a time limit, Kaladin. You are literally sacrificing her life to save your own ass right now. But I could actually win this time. Could you live with yourself if you did? Well, I would be alive again. Slap. I hear a quick thud and a small ow from Kaladin. Did she punch him? Hey, no violence. Hang on, Ashley. I'm free you myself. More clean, clanking metal and shuffling sounds. I can't tell what's going on at all, but the distraction is welcome. Even if you make it up there, the door is locked. Scarlet heels hit the floor and she grunts in frustration. Are you seriously fine with having her death on your shoulders? No? Then let her out. See, I guess this one could also end badly. You know, that is a bad end. Fine, okay, please let her out, Dad. The locker opens. I'm free. If not for Scarlet, how long should I have been trapped in that darkness? Would Kaladin have waited until just before his hourglass ran out? I shiver at the thought. He believed the lies about the trials and the hourglasses. If he's really been here for years, and he's about halfway through his countdown, God, was he seriously willing to leave me in there as long as he could? He didn't listen to me even when I begged him. And Death was the one who tossed me in there, even if they are helping me down now. These trials, now I understand. They are meant to maximize people's suffering. Scarlet is the only one to see through it all. She's the only one I can trust. I hang my IV back on its stand. My hands tremble with anxiety, or maybe just the residual fear of being locked up like that. Let's go, Ashley. Yeah. She takes me by the hand and we head out the door and towards the stairwell. I can't even look at the others. Once the door closes, Scarlet turns to me. She gives me my hand a gentle, reassuring squeeze. Are you okay? I'm so sorry they did that to you. I feel better now. Thanks for saving me. I really owe you one. No problem. That's what friends are for. Friends. I'm so happy that Scarlet considers me a friend. Us girls gotta stick together. Men will always end up using you. Even the supposed nice guys like Kaladin. Her words give me pause. Something feels wrong about them. But I guess it's true that Kaladin was using me. We don't trust anyone and we don't play with the rules. That's the only way to come out on top. The only way, huh? What's wrong, Ashley? You sure you're okay? Yeah, no, I mean, you're right. Going along with the trials, it just makes you do awful things. If you weren't there to stop him, Kaladin would have... It's hard for me to get the words out, thinking of being trapped in that dark place with no one coming to save me. He didn't care what happened to me, did he? No, he didn't, but I do. Scarlet looks me in the eye and I feel that my anxiety drift away. We are in this together, Ashley. Let's think about what we can do next. She leads me upstairs, my heart filled with a sense of purpose. I'm so grateful Scarlet is here to protect me. Will she not help me get my rolly up the staircase? We start from the top floor, exploring the halls and chatting along the way. Actually, it's more stretches than chatting. Scarlet is going over everything we know for certain, hoping we can get a clearer picture of what this afterlife really is. Our conclusions so far are: 1. We definitely aren't in the real world. It would be impossible to go this long without food, water, or rest if we were. 2. The building's details are different to each observer. It seems to draw from the memory of each individual, as far as Scarlet can tell from what others have described to her. And 3. Scarlet ended up here after being murdered. This is the main evidence we have that death hourglass theory is just something they pulled out of their ass, as Scarlet put it. Thinking about what she went through, the scandal, being disowned by everyone around her, that still counts as social death, doesn't it? I still wonder if physical death is a sure thing. I don't think I can bring it up to her now. She was pretty upset when I doubted her before. I would better just trust her judgment. I don't want to make her retell the story of her murder anyway. That sounds like it would be pretty traumatic. We come to a stop at the end of the hallway. Scarlet leans back against the wall. Ow. The only place I haven't been able to investigate very thoroughly is the basement. Why the basement? Death spends most of their time there. Whenever I try to poke around, they harass me until I give up and leave. Do you think they are hiding something from us down there? I'm not sure, but I do get the feeling they are not as all-powerful as they seem. Even though they can fly? Yeah, that's another thing we know for certain. Death seems to have a few special abilities that we don't. Scarlet paces back towards me, staring at the tiles on the floor as she walks. With how often I have seen them flying around here on that side, it's unlikely they are invisible wires involved. You never know. One time I played a game where the plot twist was there were all these mechanical structures made of a special material the characters couldn't see. What? That sounds like a cheap twist. Yeah, I was just thinking, since this place is like an illusion, it could be something like that. If it is, we are screwed. Scarlet groans in frustration, likely kicking the wall with this side of her foot. This is impossible. If the whole building is an illusion, can we even trust anything we find here? Poor Scarlet. She's been here for months, trying to figure things out all on her own. As someone who only just got here, I doubt I can really do much to help. Feeling hopeless, I take a seat on one of the spare beds in the hallway. Oh. What are you doing? Resting? Wanna join me? Ashley, we can't rest here. Sure we can. Here, lie down on that gurney. That's a table, sweetheart. Whatever, just lay with me. Why? Well, I was gonna try to take a nap. Maybe you should too. How is taking a nap going to help us? I always take a nap when I don't know what else to do, or if I'm trying to avoid something, I guess. Anyway, it'll help clear our minds. Come on. Despite her protest, Scarlet's get comfortable on the bed next to mine. I see, so it's like meditation. Ha, again, genuinely trying to sleep here. I really don't think that's possible. You said you hadn't tried. I hadn't. I can hear the smile in Scarlet's voice even without looking at her. It makes me feel warm inside. Yeah! It's so nice having a female friend around. Huh? At work, well, my former workplace, all the people hanging out, handing out promotions were men. I spent so much time trying to curry favor with them, I never really got the chance to know my female co-workers. That's why I'm happy to get to spend time with a girl like you, Ashley, even under these circumstances. I guess the right answer is yeah, girl power, but I don't like this relationship that we have. Yeah, just a pair of girl bosses here, huh? Damn straight we are. 2 girl bosses who are going to revive and go on to lead brand new girl boss lives. Sounds nice, doesn't it? Not really. Ha ha ha. Not really. I would rather just be a regular person. I don't know. I've never related to femininity even once in my entire life. But I'm not sure how to explain that to her. I guess I could start with something that's been bothering me. Hey Scarlett. Yeah. Could you maybe call me Ash instead of Ashley? What's that? You're mumbling. Nothing, never mind. I can't do it. It's way too late to bring up something like that now. Yeah, you can. Scarlett sits up, peering down at me from over the plastic bed frame between us. Are you getting sleepy? No, I don't really feel tired at all. See, that's why I never bothered to do this before. It's so weird, I feel like I spent my whole life being tired and now I'm in this place with different rules. Different rules, yes. Maybe we are thinking too heavily in terms of the real world. Why should the laws of physics exist in the afterlife? Our bodies don't even need fuel to survive. Oh! Scarlett's body begins rising off the bed. What if anything is possible here, as long as you're imagining it? Scarlett, how are you doing that? I get it now, Ashley. I have solved it. None of this is real. It was only our perceptions holding us back. That was unexpected. She flew away. Scarlett drifts around the hall effortlessly, flying about exactly as I would seen Death do. This must be something any of us can do. Come on, try it. Okay. I do my best to imagine my body rising off the bed like Scarlett's, but I still feel as happy as ever. It's just like lucid dreaming. Why didn't I figure that out sooner? Dreaming, huh? I did think this might be a dream when I woke up here, but I've never flown in my dreams before. I'm like a bird. I don't know this. I guess it is a song because of the notes. Yeah, there's no way I can imagine this body of mine being so agile and weightless. My shoulders slum in defeat. I can't do it, Scarlett. That's alright, we won't be trapped here for much longer. Now that Death and I are evenly matched, I'm going to confront them. Scarlett giggles as she dashes to the other side of the hall, shooting through the air like a falcon. I scramble to my feet, lugging my IV stand along with me. I can barely manage a jog. Yeah, it's a song, okay. Scarlett pulls me into the elevator with her and we arrive at the basement floor in no time. What did she mean by confront that? Evenly matched? They aren't going to fight, are they? I want to revive, but I would be best to do that peacefully. Scarlett probably feels the same, right? She's like a battle of wits kind of lady. Everything happened too fast. Are we really gonna be able to escape this place soon? I'm worried it won't be that simple. As we enter the morgue, a glint of metal passes over Scarlett's head. Before I know it, she throws herself out of the way, and Death is picking their thighs out of the floor where she once stood. I knew you were coming for me. I've got eyes and ears all over this place. That's fine. I'm used to being surveilled. Scarlett shrugs it off with a confident laugh. How can she be so calm about this? Death seems surprised, too. When Scarlett takes a step forward, I take 2 steps back. Are you afraid that I came here to hurt you? Death keeps her thighs raised, letting out a small growl in response. Scarlett takes another step towards them. I just came to talk, there's no need for violence. Back off. Death swings at Scarlett and she dodges again. Please don't fight. I'm so scared that they will hurt each other. Can we get hurt in the afterlife? Can we bleed? Nelly Furtado came out in 2000s. I'm old. I might know it if I hear the song, but otherwise the name known doesn't tell me anything. Death here scaring Ashley. Put the size down so we can talk like grown-ups. Fuck off. I've been through this shit before. You all get so cocky once you realize you can fly. There's no one in front of us. Death circles Scarlet, taking slow, cautious steps. They are moving toward me, towards the door. You have been lying to us, Death, keeping us busy with your silly games. You know the way out of here, don't you? You have kept it to yourself, all because you just love toying with others too much. Am I wrong? There's a smile on her face and sweetness in her voice, but something about it sounds so dangerous. Death swings his scythe again, but Scarlet doesn't move this time. Scarlet! When I opened my eyes, I expected to see something horrible. Instead, I saw the blade of the scythe pressed against Scarlet's skin. Despite the impact, she hadn't budged an inch. Shit. Death drops the thighs, scrambling towards me like a scared animal. Scarlet grabs them by the hood, yanking them back. Then, throwing them across the room, they slam against the wall, hitting the metal door with an upsetting sound. Tell us how to revive. She's raised her voice now. The sweetness is completely gone from it. I don't know how it works. Their mask is askew. Scarlet, unbothered by the desperation in their voice, strides over to them. You are Death, aren't you? Tell us. She digs a heel into their stomach. You are... Did she work for the Mafia? Yeah. Scarlet, stop. Shut up. Tell us before I really hurt you. The elevator? Scarlet takes a bit of pressure off, still careful to keep Death pinned to the wall. The elevator is a way out. It takes people and they don't come back. I seriously don't know how it works, I just know that they have left through the elevator. She's intense. Scarlet lifts her foot and Death rolls over, coughing. They scamper away from us. There, was that so hard? She turns and steps towards the door, motioning for me to follow. I do want to check on Death, but I do not want to miss our ending with Scarlet. I guess we'll follow. I do not like it though. I turn away from Death, too afraid to say anything, then obediently follow after Scarlet. Scarlet is silent until we reach the elevator. We can escape from here. Yeah. After what she did to Death, I'm a little afraid of her, but saying that now won't do us any good. Come on, Ashley, I thought you would be a little happier about this. I guess so. Everything just happened so fast. You don't have to worry about anything. I will take the lead. I don't have to worry. That's what I like about Scarlet. When I'm with her, I don't have to decide these things for myself. That sounds like an unhealthy relationship. We step into the elevator together. That's not good. Yeah. No. This is the way out. The question is, how exactly do we escape from here? Is there a hidden compartment? We are not supposed to climb up the elevator shaft, are we? Scarlet could fly, but there's no way I could manage it on my own. Unless she carried me? That seems a little silly. I'm not about to ask her to do that. We study the wall, ceiling and floor of the elevator, but aren't able to find any secret panels or switches. It's just the same set of buttons that take you to the same set of floors. Same as every other time we have used the elevator. If Death doesn't know how this escape route works, how are we supposed to figure it out? Maybe you have to press the buttons in a certain order. Yeah, I vaguely remember playing a game with that kind of puzzle. Let's try the top floor first. We press every button, stopping at each floor along the way. The door open and close. But nothing special happens. Before long, we end up back on the basement level. Hey, assholes! Des calls out to us from a safe distance across the hall. There's something I forgot to tell you. What is it? I ask politely before Scarlet can snap back at them. The elevator exit only works for people who have redeemed themselves. You can't leave if you're a bad person. Scarlet stomps one foot forward as if she's going to give chase, causing Des to bolt towards the stairwell. Once they are gone, she sighs, relaxing her stance. They are making shit up again. Let's keep trying. Okay, Scarlet. I nod passively, unsure of what else I can do in this situation. We spent a long time exhausting every idea we can think of to crack the elevator's code. Try as we might, no combination of buttons leads us to a way out. Scarlet kicks the wall hard, letting out a grunt of frustration. The elevator sways slightly on impact. This fucking hunk of metal thinks it's a judge of my moral character, huh? I thought Des was lying about that. They must be. Do we even know what this elevator is truly the way out of here? They could have been lying about that too. They sounded sincere to me. It could all just be a waste of time. They are watching us, laughing at us. What fucking fool we are, huh? Scarlet? She bangs her fist against the wall, causing the elevator to sway again. Choking back a sob, she collapsed to the floor, looking more hollow and fragile than ever. What if it's true that this is hell and I will never be able to leave because I'm a horrible person? Whether Death was lying or not doesn't seem to matter to her anymore. The idea of it clearly struck a nerve. What if I belong here? What if I deserved everything that's happened to me? Hey, let's take a break, okay? All my life I have tried so hard to prove I'm a good person. I want to help marginalized people, the ones left behind by society, like you, Ashley. She isn't listening to me. We are treated poorly just for being women. You got it, even worse, being disabled. It isn't fair. Anything we do is scrutinized to hell and back. Meanwhile, men get away with anything they want. Huh, is this even about the elevator anymore? No. I'm a good person. I'm not racist. I support LGBTQ rights. I give to charity, for God's sake. Okay. The way she's talking about these things is so... And yet, at the drop of a hat, everyone was ready to think of me as some villain. It isn't fair. Well, there is a difference between being nice because being nice and being nice to prove to others that you are nice. If you need to prove it, then maybe you are not really. You know, if you do something just to prove that you are nice, it's not counting as being nice because you do it to prove to somebody else that you are nice. Oh, she's like the nice guy, but nice woman, I guess. She crumples into a ball on the floor. Gently, I put a hand on her shoulder. Just be nice to be nice, yeah. If you're just nice to other people without, bad thoughts, people will believe that you are nice. Scarlet? She looks up at me. Finally, she's looking at me. Please don't take this the wrong way, but she needs to hear this. Were you doing all those things to make yourself look good? Or because you genuinely care about people? What? You say you want to help people like me, but you don't really listen to me. It's true that you have done a lot to try to help me, and I'm grateful for that, but I feel more like an accessory than a person, than a friend. When have you even asked about me and my life aside from my illness? Do you even know anything about me? You like video games? Everyone likes video games, Scarlet. What I'm trying to say is, it feels like these things you say you believe in, You're only using them to try to prove you are a good person. You doubt me too, Ashley. I know your heart is in the right place if you would just listen to me. Scarlet sways a little as if blown back by the wind. You think I'm a bad person? I didn't say that. Aha, okay. You are so... God, she's toxic. I never should have trusted you. She steps outside the elevator. Really? I hurry after Scarlet, but she doesn't go far, just a couple steps before turning back towards me. You know what, Ashley, I think you're right about me. I don't really care about others, I just like feeling superior to them. I want to be powerful and respected. I want my life to be easy. I'm jealous of people who were given everything because I want to be in their position. That's what makes me a bad person. That's why I died. That's not true. Why are you saying all of these things? I might as well embrace this afterlife, since I will never be able to leave. Wait, Scarlet? Scarlet is dead. I will be Rogue. Yes, Rogue, the Angel of Death. Has a nice ring to it, don't you think? In a flash of light, her appearance changed completely. Oh, okay. You had a full-on, like... How do you call it again? Breakdown? She has a breakdown. She has a midlife crisis. Into a being that could be called nothing other than an angel of death. Ashley, what happened to you? I'm certain the elevator will work for you. You haven't done anything wrong. You're a good person. Sorry that Scarlet held you back before. You don't have to worry about her anymore. What do you mean? You weren't holding me back. We can still go on and revive. I'm going to help every last soul that comes through here. I will show them the way out. This will be my repentance. The angel who called herself Rogue disappears through the ceiling. I can't follow her anymore. What do I do now? I stand in the empty hallway, at a complete loss. I did this to her. She changed into this because of what I said. We were supposed to revive together. The elevator, I wonder if I really am a good person after all that. I step back into the elevator and check the panel of buttons by the door. To my surprise, there's a new one. A circle is printed on its surface. Is that really it? I could escape here and now. Where? Wait. Huh? Save. Just in case. Save. Endings? Oh, abandon Rogue. I guess this could be the one where we revive alone. Let's press a button first. I have the feeling that it's easier, like the faster ending, and then we can come back and search for the others. The elevator begins to move. It's rising. I'm going up to heaven. So I'm considered a good person after all. You are kidding me. Maybe the O was a halo. I look back to the panel of buttons, but it's gone. As the elevator rises, I start to feel lighter. Is it really okay leaving without hesitations like this? Rogue told me to go ahead and revive. I just can't believe it actually seems like it's working. I didn't even say goodbye to Death or Skeleton. This feels wrong. It feels wrong, but as my thoughts wander, I feel something brush against my leg. When I look down, I'm no longer in the elevator, but a field of dandelions. They sway lightly at my feet. The feeling of rising hasn't left me. I'm still being taken somewhere. Heaven is supposed to look like a field of flowers, isn't it? Or maybe clouds? It feels like this... It feels like this is somehow both. I wish I could ask someone. If only Rogue were here to see this. The thought fills me with emotion, a sudden and indescribable yearning for a person who was still practically a stranger to me. I want friends. I want to chat with others. I want to have conversations that don't start with medication adjustments or my latest test results. It had been so long since I have had that. I thought there was nothing I could do about it from my hospital bed. Do I even deserve friends? I just abandoned the only one I have made in years. But what choice did I really have? Would it really have been better to risk being trapped in the afterlife forever? I just have to do better from now on. I can start small, baby steps. Maybe my doctor will agree to let me out of the hospital for a day, or just a few hours. Enough to go to the park, even if it's in a wheelchair. I'm stable enough for that, aren't I? And then maybe I can make a friend at the park, play chess with an old man or something. I don't even like chess. I don't want to go back to being alone. Yep. That didn't give me anyone. Because we... Yeah, that one is... Why is this one... Oh, these are the ways that you can revive alone. Abandon Rogue, win Reaper's pickup, and leave Scarlet behind. Okay, let's go back and... Find the others? No, I can't just leave everyone behind. I need help. Scarlet abandoned herself because of what I said. I will look for Kaladin first. Maybe he will be able to restore her hope. I walk out of the elevator and into the lobby. It doesn't take me long to spot Kaladin. He's staring absentmindedly out of a large window near the entrance. When I call out to him, he's surprised to see me. I quickly catch him up on the situation, telling him how Scarlet had attained special powers, attacked death and became the Angel of Death, Rogue. It occurs to me as I explain it all how unbelievable this story is. But he doesn't question me for a second. He listens intently as I go over the details. I can't bring myself to tell him about the elevator though. Much to my relief, he seems more concerned about Rogue than questioning me about this escape route. When I finish my story, Kaladin scratches his chin, considering what to say. Ash, I have been reflecting over what happened in the last trial. I wanna make it up to you. Huh? Oh, I'm not. I mean, it's okay. That trial is the last thing on my mind right now. What's important is helping Scarlet get back to her former self. I'm serious, I didn't consider how you feel. I was only thinking about myself. But I have plenty of time left in my hourglass. I just have to keep working hard. Speaking of time, is your IV gonna be okay? I noticed the fluid's getting pretty low. Huh? He's right. Why hadn't I noticed sooner? Let's not worry about that right now. Just a distraction. Maybe I can imagine it's full and it'll fill back up, like how Scarlet was able to fly and change into Rogue. Are you sure you're gonna help yourself before you can help others? They always say. I've still got a while. We can just focus on getting Scarlet back to normal. Right. If you found the way out, why shouldn't we all leave together? But is Death really going to allow that? We haven't won any trials. Do whatever you want. To our surprise, Death walks up behind us. They are moving towards the entrance. There's only room for one Death around here, so I'm out. Huh? Wait, you really leave? Yep, I would say it was nice knowing you, but meh, it was whatever. Bye. Kaladin and I watched in stunned silence as Death walks out the front door and into the blank white void. They can't just do that, can they? I feel bad for them. You do? Kaladin hadn't seen what happened, how Scarlet pinned them down and yelled at them before. After asserting her superiority like that, it's no wonder Death feels like there's no place for them here. I find it a little hard to have sympathy for them after all that trials they put me through. Yeah, I know they have been pretty awful to you. think this is supposed to be Death's domain, right? It's like Rogue is kicking them out of their home. Oh, yeah, when you put it that way, it is a little sad. I need to set things right. Will you come with me to talk to her? She might listen to you. I actually doubt that she will, but I will do what I can. As soon as we enter the elevator, I check for the mysterious circle button I saw before. But it's gone. Does it mean Kaladin's a bad person? So, what floor, Ash? No, he apologized to me. I can't start thinking of it like that. Besides, Scarlet's not a bad person either. There has to be some other explanation for how this thing works. I think probably the top floor. I'm not sure exactly. I press a button and try not to worry about what this all could mean. After searching the upper floors, we are unable to find Rogue anywhere. I definitely saw her face through the ceiling. Imagine she must be above us somewhere. Kaladin suggests checking the rooftop, and I follow him to the stairwell. When we reach the top, he opens the door. Rogue is there waiting for us. Her dress billows slightly, even in the absence of wind. Ashley, you are still here? I didn't want to leave you guys behind. Oh, including Kaladin? Yeah. How ironic that your goodwill would be the very thing keeping you tied to this place. Kaladin steps forward to speak. Miss Rogue, Death is gone now, so there aren't any more trials. Yes, I saw them go. Good for you, Kaladin. You don't have to spend your remaining years humiliating yourself. Remaining years? Right, I guess you're in charge now. Ash said you wanted to lead souls to their revival? That's right. Every soul except for your own. My own? Yeah, my own soul. Yes, because my own soul isn't worth saving. Well, we are here to save it. Yeah, come back to us, Miss Scarlet. Rogue drifts away from us further into the sky. I see what you are doing, Ashley. You brought Kaladin here as a first soul for me to save. It's a tough case, but I accept. You are the one we are trying to save. Please listen. You would rather stay here as my disciple, showing the light to lost souls through me. Because if you told him the way out yourself, he would leave you behind without a second thought. Kaladin fidgets beside me. Would he really have left? Hey Ash, what is this way out exactly? We are all gonna leave together, I promise. Rogue drifts through the air, back towards Kaladin. Kaladin, what Death was doing with those trials they gave you, it may not have been senseless torture after all. It wasn't. It sure felt like it sometimes. They may have been trying to reform you, to mold you into a person capable of leaving this place. That was the true purpose of the trials, though I disagree with their methods. Is that right? Was that really Death's goal all along? Death's trials were a failure because their function was incomprehensible. My strategy is much more straightforward. What strategy is that? Prove to me that you are a good person. Huh? Tell me why you deserve to revive. Go on now. Kaladin stands there, speechless, desperately searching for any evidence to give her. I can't do that. My ex-wife, she knew better than anyone I'm not a good person. That's why she left. The man collapsed to his knees, sobbing. Chartreuse? I need to tell her I'm sorry for everything. What kind of man am I? I have to see her again, just one more time. That's the only reason I want to revive. Please give me a chance. The elevator doesn't work for bad people, Kaladin. It only works for good people. The elevator? Yes, that's what the previous Death told me. That you can find the way out through there As long as you are a good person. Well, that's a lie. Well, I guess she did say that. None of us are good people. That's why we are stuck here. Despite her harsh words, Kaladin's eyes shimmer with hope. The elevator. Oh. Behind us, the exit reveals itself. The elevator doors. That definitely weren't there before. He rises slowly, then walks towards them. Kaladin? I move to follow him, but Rogue stops me. Let's see if it accepts him. Most likely not. Kaladin enters the elevator and the doors close behind him. Moments later, the door opens once more. It's empty. Without Ash, that is good. He's really gone. That's impossible. Rogue glides over to the elevator, then sinks through the floor in search of the missing man. Will this shock her out of her I know everything situation? The button wasn't there for him before. That means he must have redeemed himself during our conversation. If there's hope for Kaladin, there's definitely hope for Scarlet. I just hope Rogue can see that. I decided to take the elevator down to the entrance to wait for her. Don't do anything stupid. Do you mean me? When I walk out into the lobby, Rogue is already there. He's gone. He's really gone. Why did it accept him? Because he's better than me? Him? If he was able to leave, then you will be too. No, I'm worse than Kaladin? Kaladin, who was ready to leave you to die? I'm a good person. I am a good person. It's not about you being good or bad. I'm not some villain. Please, won't someone believe me? It's not too late. Huh? I'm worried about death, so I'm going to go search for them now. Out there? Yeah, out there. Ashley, you can't. It's Ash. Please, Scarlet, call me Ash. Ash? I want to bring Death back here, so I will be back when I find them. Ash? Don't leave me here alone. Ash? The door's closed behind me. I hope this will be enough to convince her. Is this a route where we save everyone? I walk for a while straight out from the entrance and towards the horizon. This place is so surreal, it feels like walking on glass. What will happen to me if I don't run into death out here? I'm afraid to consider it. Well, whatever happens, at least it would be better than staying as Rogue's so-called disciple. Just then, a shadow passes over the ground at my feet. A shadow? Rogue touches down, her wings somehow glowing against the bright white void. Ash, let me help. It's my fault they left, so I will take it from here. I can see further from the air. Scarlet, thank you. She nods and lifts off again. Go back inside, wait for us in the lobby, okay? Good luck. She flashes a smile before speeding off into the horizon. See, she is so cool. I hum to myself, making my way back to the hospital. The automatic doors open for me, and I step into the empty lobby. It's odd. I almost feel refreshed coming back through these doors. Is it relief that I don't have to keep walking? I'm not even tired, my body just seems to work here in the afterlife. But I won't be here for much longer. We won't be stuck here anymore. By bringing back Death, Scarlet will have proven she's a good person. Is it really what it comes down to? How do you rate whether a person is good or bad anyway? Is there some higher being deciding that for us? Well, there's no way for me to know the answer to that. No use worrying about it, I guess. After some time, Scarlet and Death comes through the front door. Death, I'm so glad that she found you. Whatever. Hey! Yeah, you're welcome, sheesh. Hey, welcome back, Scarlet. You have way too much faith in me. That's what friends are for, right? Ah, shut up. So, are we going to try the elevator again or not? I turned to where Death was standing, but they have walked off towards the stairwell. The door closes behind them before I can say anything. I guess they are headed back to the basement. As long as they are comfortable in this home of theirs, that's what counts. Okay, Scarlet, let's revive together. We will see about that. There must be one way where we also can save Death. I step back into the elevator and check the panel by the door. That O button is back again. Come on in. I can't. What if it still thinks I'm a bad person? It won't. But what if it does? Then I know how to make it think you're a good person. Promise to come visit me in the hospital once we revive. Sure, okay. Scarlet steps into the elevator with her eyes shut tightly. Well, the button's still there. That's it. We can revive now. We just have to press it, I think. Wait. What now? Which hospital did you say you are staying in? I want to make sure I can find you. St. Fellows. Okay, St. Fellows. I know where that is. Press the button, Ash. Okay. It's rising. That'd be funny if it just took us back to the roof. No, it wouldn't. It'd seriously never recover. Ha, I was just kidding. Well, I'm not laughing. He says it with a smile on her face. I'm gonna miss being with Scarlet. Ah, wait, I will miss her. We will see each other again, won't we? She promised. What am I so scared about all of a sudden? You will really come with me? Of course, Ash. It's not like I would expect you to come and visit me. Oh, right. We are silent for a moment. My vision blurs, and when I focus... Wait, Scarlet, do you not still... Wait. Scarlet told us over and over again, oh, I was murdered. What do you mean you will revive? How... Are you not worried? Hi, Luna. Hi. The floor beneath my feet has changed. Instead of an elevator, we are standing in a field of dandelions. Hey, there's something I should tell you. Is she seeing this too? What is it, Scarlet? When I said I was murdered, it's certainly how I feel about what happened, but it isn't the whole truth. Huh? Scarlet takes a deep breath, then exhales slowly, shakily. I try to kill myself. I'm sorry I couldn't bring myself to say it before. I should have just been honest. Well, there's still a difference. You know, especially if you say, yeah, this here must be death, or the afterlife, because I died, because I was murdered. There's it's different. I can understand that it's not easy to talk about these, especially to a new person. But basically you made your whole logic up. Now it's okay. I'm sorry you went through that. Scarlet cries silently beside me. I don't know what to say. Everyone in my life was telling me I was this horrible, evil person, and so I started to believe them. Maybe I really had done something unforgivable. Maybe I didn't deserve to live. I felt so much grief over the women who were hurt by that bastard. I was so angry with myself for missing the signs. Being unable to help them really hurt. Knowing that I didn't have the right to feel pain over it, as the one who had done wrong, it was crushing. That night I'd never felt more alone. I thought no one would ever understand me. That I could never be trusted again, not even by myself. Ash, you shouldn't have trusted me either. I take Scarlet's hand in mine. Of course I trust you. Because look, we got to revive together. That's all because I had you looking out for me. Because you're a good person, Scarlet. You don't need a stupid elevator to tell you that. There will be lots of things to look forward to now that I can't feel her beside me anymore. Scarlet? It's too bright to see anything. Did my words reach her? It's alright either way. Because we promised we would see each other again. Right, Scarlet? Thank you, Ash, for everything. Oop. Jesus. Hi, Magic. Ads in 5 minutes. How is you?
Can you hear my heart break? Counting all my mistakes.
Thank you, Hogness. 1, 2, 3. That should be all of them. I wonder... Let's do the bad ending. Let's try to get it. Hey, wait, blinker. Wait. Start. Just start. We will skip over it now. I read most of it again. Hospital is empty. I guess we cannot go around Ashley. What am I supposed to say then? Because I cannot skip, so it must be new text. I didn't just get here. I was admitted a full 7 years ago now. You just got here, ma'am. This hospital, though, there were enough small differences I had noticed. It was becoming easier to believe this might be a new place entirely. My bad memory doesn't explain the missing call button after all. Or the fact that these halls are so lacking in detail. Guess she's right. Wherever this is, I did just get here. Okay, so where am I exactly? I thought I was still in St. Follows. Is this a different hospital? Listen, this isn't a hospital. You died. Okay. That is continuation. So for this ending, so that they will not help me out of the box, I am not allowed to have friendship points with Scarlet or Caledon. So let's be alone. Oh, No? If I'm talking to the literal Grim Reaper right now, it seems kinda dangerous to try act friendly. I should keep my distance. So, we also are not allowed to be friends with them. Because otherwise she will not shove us into the box. So, yeah. Now I need to go back inside. I need to avoid to get any friend point. So this one gets automatically. I wonder if it is... Yeah. Ads are running. But since we know this already, I will stop if I cannot skip. Yeah, now she flips, blah, blah, blah. No. We cannot be friends. I don't even know if the one heart that you gave me is already too much. And we stay away from everybody as far as we can. Don't give me a heart. Okay. No. Why are we following her? I do not want to follow. Knock. I don't want the hearts. How can I avoid getting hearts from them? Unless being stuck in that drawer is not the secret bad ending. Or the second bad ending. I would have guessed it though. Yeah, you're a bad person. Boo-hoo. Oh, we didn't got the heart from him. Wait, let's save here, because that is another ending to return alone. Okay, she will shove us into one of the drawers. Oh. Huh. Scarlet helps us. That's bad. Is the drawer even the bad ending then? But I tried really to avoid everyone. And one heart was not enough to keep death from shoving us into the drawer. Let's try the Reaper's pickup. It will take a while. Oh yeah. Load. You. Yes. That one is one that I know will work as an ending. It is tedious though. Yeah. We start with Pick 2. You can see how many times I tried to do this, at least once. It will get slower from here. Hearts to... Hearts 3... That's 4... Wait. I know exactly that it is on there. There are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up there. Here. 9. 10. Joker. Yeah. Whoop. Queen. King. Ace of Hearts. Kreuz. Hi. Hi, 7. Drive carefully. Concentrate on the road, but thank you for lurking. Wait. 2 of cross. 3 of course. 4 of course. Joker, yep. There. Yeah. Queen. Queen of course. There. And king. And ace. Hi Ram. Ram or Reem? Oh my god, I love this game. Happy to see someone playing it. It was a giveaway, so now we're playing it. We already have almost every ending besides one of the endings where you go alone and the second bad ending. But hi, thank you for coming in. The YouTube is a little behind, well behind Twitch, so if you want to see the last episode, rather go to the bots, I guess. That would be faster. True. I concentrate back on whatever this is. Hey, the alarms work again. Great. They stopped working sometime like 1 month or 2 ago, I guess. But thank you for the follow, I guess. Yeah, thank you for the follow. Wait, 5, 6. There. Soon. Joker. Yes. Queen. Queen. Double checking at this point. King. Ace. As a Joker. 1. Ow! My arms. I was putting them up in victory and then ow. Question mark? Oi! Oi! Sorry for that, I don't know why that is happening. But I see the same thing. Oh, we did all the achievements. We got it, yay! It took maybe an hour out of my life. 1.5 maybe? Just going through all of them and then trying it just in case in the menu. I had been so absorbed in the game I hadn't noticed the scenery changed around me. Scarlet and Caledon must have left a while ago. Game go brrr. Well, whatever. Death is still here, so I speak up to share my accomplishment. Hey, I won! No way. Death grabs a pain boy out of my hand to check the screen. No way! They pulled their mask up. We stare at each other in disbelief, albeit over different things. Shit, Ash, you did it? Even I haven't been able to clear this legitimately. So there was a human under there after all. The sudden reveal makes me hesitant before responding. Really? It's just memorization? Yeah, but who actually takes the time to memorize all that? What a pain in the ass. They seem genuinely impressed. The huge grin on their face is definitely real. I had no idea that mask was hiding so much emotion behind it. Albeit. But wait, is it said albeit? Or is it albeit? Why would you put together albeit into one word? Why don't you just write down albeit? Yes. It's dumb. Okay. I don't know, I guess I'm stubborn. Yeah, no shit. God damn, you actually beat it. I realize this means I won my trial. I can leave this place now, can I? So, what happens next? Huh? English is weird. Okay. I get to revive now, right? Oh, the trial. No one's ever won before? You're the first. Really? Meaning no one has ever revived before? That doesn't sound right. Dale slips their mask back down over their face, then steps towards the door. Follow me. Just like that, the intimidating aura returned. I find myself obeying their order before I can even think about it. There are 2 ways out of this place. Dale speaks matter-of-factly, in a tone that makes me wonder if I had only imagined seeing their burst of emotion a minute ago. Through the front door or through the elevator? The elevator? I worry they're about to force me to climb up the elevator shaft. I had never even managed to climb the rope in gym class. The elevator is the only place I can't see inside, so I don't know how people do it, but I've seen them go in and they don't come out. Up or down, that doesn't matter. Up or down, like to heaven or hell? This conversation is only making me worry more. Death pulls up their mask again to look me in the eye. Once you're in there, I'm sure you will figure it out. You're a true gamer, Ash. Oh, okay. If I ever make it out of here myself, let's hang out again. GG, mad respect. They give me a pat on the back, ushering me into the elevator alone. The doors close behind me. What did they mean, if I ever make it out of here? Was Death trapped here just like the rest of us? I stare at the doors for a moment. Is it really right for me to leave the others behind? Scarlet? Caledon? I didn't even get to say goodbye to them. But I can wake up now. I get to wake up, as long as I can find the way out from here. I steel myself and turn away from the door. The elevator, for all intents and purposes, looks completely normal. The same as it was every other time I have stepped in there. But if Death is serious about people going in and not coming out, there must be some sort of secret to it. I try inspecting the wall. They are flat and smooth, no hidden panels, as far as I can tell. I can't even get my fingers into the cracks to check if they may move at all. The floor is the same. It's a vague, carpeted texture, I can't pull it up, and when I stomp my foot in various places, it all gives the same thud. No trapdoor here. The ceiling then? I can't even reach it. I consider using my IV stand to prod at the ceiling panels. That's when I finally notice my IV bag is nearly empty. It's running out like an hourglass. It was here all along, the measure of how much time I had left for all to see. What happens if I can't find the way out before the bag empties? I passed the trial, so I should still get to revive, right? No. Okay. Don't panic. Panicking won't help you solve this tiny escape room puzzle. That's right, it's like an escape room. The next step will be hidden in plain sight. If this place can shift in appearance, I must have overlooked something obvious. When I check the panel next to the door, my suspicions are confirmed. A button I have never seen before stares me right in the face. It's a circle or a zero? Maybe the letter O? I'm not sure, but it feels like the way out. I have to press it. Oh, I do not even have the chance to look for the others. The elevator begins to move. It's rising. I'm going up. Up to heaven. Maybe the O was a halo. I look back to the panel of buttons, but it's gone. As the elevator rises, I start to feel lighter. I can't tell if I feel anxious or calm. I feel nothing. It's the same muted feeling I get after taking my pain meds. My mind and body are quiet. Well, my mind is never that quiet, except when I'm focused on a game. It's part of why I like playing them, I guess. As my thoughts wander, I feel something brush against my leg. When I look down, I'm no longer in the elevator but a field of dandelions. They sway lightly at my feet. The feeling of rising hasn't left me. I'm still being taken somewhere. Heaven is supposed to look like a field of flowers, isn't it? Or maybe clouds? It feels like this is somehow both. I wish I could ask someone. Maybe Scarlett would know. The thought fills me with emotion, a sudden and indescribable yearning for a person who was still practically a stranger to me. I want friends. I want to chat with others. I want to have conversations that don't start with medication adjustments or my latest test results. It had been so long since I have had that. I thought there was nothing I could do about it from my hospital bed. If I asked to use the phone, they would let me, right? I could have called my parents any time, couldn't I? I can call them, and I will tell them I managed to beat this impossible difficult card game. Is that stupid? It sounds impressive to me. If I tell them I'm lonely, will they come to visit me again? Maybe my doctor will agree to let me out of the hospital for a day, or just a few hours. Enough to go to the park, even if it's in a wheelchair. I'm still well enough for that, aren't I? And then maybe I can make a friend at the park, play chess with an old man or something. I don't even like chess. I don't want to go back to being alone. What does being a gamer have to do with anything? I don't know. Maybe she has mad respect. You know, gamer to gamer.
Can you hear my heart break?
Well,
Counting all my
that was my drink.
mistakes. It shatters softly like a dandelion. Put my faith in the wind.
So that was one way of the alone. I don't know how we would leave alone by leaving Ashley. And I still don't know what the secret second endings could be, or the bad ending. Stretch. Oh, this will hurt. Okay, up. Ow. Ow. Okay, they're up now. Ow. Ow. Okay. And down. For everyone who's wondering, I was at the gym yesterday and it was arm day. So my arm hurt. Other way. Okay. And okay. Thank you for the stretch. What my ending? I am unsure. Theoretically, it would be 2 endings. They are both leaving alone, but quite different, I guess. We could leave Scarlet apparently behind and get another alone ending. And the bad ending that I still don't know where it is. I thought it is being put into the box, getting uneasy and turn into dust. That would be the obvious bad ending. I don't know what's the other. This one was going into the void. I don't know what this ending is. And I don't know how we revive alone if we leave Scarlet behind. What kind of leave Scarlet behind are we talking about? Scarlet behind. Oh, help? Oh, okay. Hui! It will not change anything if I wait. So let's go out. When do we leave Scarlet behind? Cool time. Yes? I'm Ash. Leave Scarlet behind. Is it when... No. Oh? If we befriend Scarlet and leave her then alone when she goes into her room, will it change? I cannot quite imagine. Let's see what happens if we leave her alone. Follow Scarlet, okay. I guess we answer the same as Scarlet again. Is it this one? Leave? I guess it could be this one. I will just give her some space for now. I head back to the elevator to gather more information on my own. Thank you, Carol. Where should I go? What now? The morgue? Does it matter where I go? I guess I will have to go anyway, to both. Right? Oh, go play death games. Okay. It's completely pristine. Wait, what? But don't win. Okay. That brings me back to the morgue. Is this a different room? It's my room. Yeah. Do we want to be friends with Death? Because Death's game, the 24 pickup, I guess, is next day, not this day. Take it. Okay. Play death game. But do not win. That's easy enough. I guess I can already, like, give up. We do not win. We give up. I tried it once. That's enough. I shut the game off in defeat. I give up. I don't have the patience for this. Death Knickers taking back the paintball. Ah, now Scarlet should be shoved into the thingy, right? Yeah, I have friendship with both of these two, so they wouldn't hurt me. She would get me out of the thingy. Yeah. Yeah, now she got Scarlet. Because we have a heart with death. Now they get... What do we do here? This one is either person here, but don't choose the say nothing option. Okay. Okay. I have the feeling that the problem is if I don't say anything, like let her out, she will die, I guess. And we do not have a heart with him yet. I don't want to be part of this. Kaden's eyes are glazed over like he's staring in from another world. His tone scares me a little. You like helping people, right? Why don't you help me? Fuck you, let me out of here. I've been here for so long, I have done all sorts of trials. 10,000 push-ups, running laps around the building, humiliating myself in front of other lost souls. So many that I can't even remember them all, but I have screwed it up every single time. And now I finally get a trial where I don't have to do anything to win. Aren't you happy for me? Wouldn't you do anything to help a poor guy like me? Yeah, you are also a good guy. Kind of personality. Scarlet isn't saying anything. Is Skeleton really okay with leaving her in here? I will stay with you, Scarlet. I will make sure you won't get too lonely. So just put up with it for a little while for me. Skeleton sits by the wall beneath the drawer he's keeping Scarlet locked in. The time could run out while she's stuck in there. She will never revive. Scarlet! I call out to her weakly. Ashley. Her voice is hollow and cold. It's hard to believe this is the same cheerful lady I met when I first woke up here. I don't know what to do. This isn't right. You're friends with Death, aren't you? I convinced them. Skeleton's a lost cause. When I look around, I realize Death isn't here. They must have walked out at some point. Okay, Scarlet, I will try. Can I really call someone who does this to people a friend? And would they really call off the trial if I ask? I'm the only one who can help Scarlet now. I have to do something. use your medical pole, IV pole, and punch him real good. That should help. I have to leave. I leave the morgue and look around, searching for Death. I don't see them anywhere in the hall. Did they go upstairs? Maybe they are hiding, watching over us from somewhere. They told me before that they know where everyone is. I wonder if they have some kind of surveillance system they can view from their laptop. Now I'm thinking too literally. They can do magic. There's no limit on what they are capable of, probably. If they can turn invisible, I will never be able to find them. Think, Ash, what can I do to stop their trial? For now, I will take the elevator to the lobby. Death doesn't seem to be lurking around the front entrance either. What should I do? Searching the entire building seems like a waste of time. They would only laugh at me for doing that. I need to get their attention. That's what brought them to me the first time. Although I'm not sure attempting to walk out into oblivion again will do anything for me. Would they even care to stop me? I can't risk something like that. Is there anywhere else they wouldn't want me to go? Or maybe something they are keeping from me? The computer. They said they get internet here. They wouldn't let me use their laptop though. What about the computer here? I wonder what I would find in that local files. I walk over to the receptionist's desk and take a seat in front of the monitor. When I press the power button on the computer tower, nothing happens. Okay, troubleshooting time. I used to play on the family computer a lot before I got sick, and my dad taught me all sorts of technical stuff. Probably so I wouldn't need to bother him if I ever broke something, or accidentally installed a virus. That was back before he got his promotion, when he wasn't on call 24/7. After that, being on the computer for too long gave me a headache. And then I barely spent any time with my dad at all. I haven't thought about that in a long time. I didn't realize I kinda miss those days. This is the first time I have been able to sit in front of a computer in years. What am I doing getting distracted now? Scarlet is in trouble. I tried booting in safe mode. There has to be some way to... it worked. Text appears on the otherwise blank white screen. It isn't the system text I expected, but a welcome message. Welcome to the afterlife. Please do not despair. At this time, your death is merely a social one. It is likely the world has not been kind to you. This space was created as a place of relaxation and recovery for lost souls. May it serve as respite until you are ready to move on. Beware the front exit, for it leads to oblivion. This is a path for those who choose to abandon society and commit to isolation. To return to your life, you need only enter the elevator. Carry the hope to connect to others in your heart, and the exit will reveal itself to you. Without love, it cannot be seen. We are praying for your peaceful revival. You weren't supposed to see that. Death's voice comes over the PA system. So now you know the way out, huh? What are you gonna do, Ash? Stop Kaladin's trial! I cry out, unsure if they will hear me. The snicker in response tells me they did. Man, I almost thought you were cool, but you are just like everyone else, aren't you? If they can hear me, are they nearby, or is it part of whatever surveillance system they have going on? There's no reason for this trial to go on if we know the way out. We can all revive together. Come on, I thought you like it here. I would have let you play all the GDA you wanted. I carefully scanned the lobby for signs of death. If I could just talk to them face to face. Instead, you are pretending to care about these worthless strangers. It's pathetic. The door to the stairwell is propped open. I pick up my IV stand and start running towards it. When I burst through the door, Death's footsteps echo just ahead of mine. I almost thought you were cool. Torturing people is cool. I mean, we do not even know how long. I cannot remember, at least, that we know that how long they were in here. And they were bullied by all the people surrounding her, I guess. Them, I guess. So, I don't know. When I burst through the door, Death's footsteps echo just ahead of mine. They are running up the stairs. Not wanting to lose them, I follow as fast as I can manage. I'm surprised I can keep up this pace. I haven't run in years. Probably not since early middle school. Worthless stranger though, huh? I know I haven't really made an effort to get to know either of them. But at Scarlet and Kaladin, they are trapped in this place just like me. Scarlet's even trapped in the worst place of all. It's not right. I'm the only one who can do anything about this. Let's say it that way. For her, it looks like she was trapped in a post box instead of a morgue, so that is already a small relief. I thought if it was me, Death might listen, but will they? The stairs eventually come to an end, and the door at the top opens. Blinding light spills into the stairway as I run up the last of the steps. Ugh. The roof is bright and empty, save for a single dark figure, a few meters from where I stand. Death drifts lightly just above the ground. They aren't flying away. Does it mean we can talk after all? Hey, you caught me. What was that message on the computer? Is it really true about the elevator being the way out? Why don't you find out for yourself? Death gestures behind us. The elevator is there. Did it always go all the way up to the roof? No, that doesn't matter. Nope, that doesn't matter. They just want to keep me from interfering with their trial. If I leave now, Scarlet and Kaladin will be stuck here. So I'm not going. I can't leave yet. When I turn around, Death has dropped back down to my level. Shouldn't you have gone to them then? Tell them the truth, see if they believe you. Scarlet asked me to convince you. And I thought we were kind of becoming friends. I don't understand why you would do these cruel things. Dumbass, I have never had a friend in my life. And I'm Death. There isn't a single human who isn't afraid of me, who doesn't resent me. It's true that I'm afraid of dying, but you are just like a normal person. The only one here who I can relate to even. That's why you acted like this. That's why you acting like this. It hurts. So you had the wrong idea about me. Get over it. What are these trials really about anyway? They are not necessary for anyone to revive. Do you really just enjoy torturing people? Yes, you moron. It's my job to give these assholes zero chance of reviving. I'm taken aback by Death's word. If that's true, then... If you really mean that, then... that makes us enemies. I pick up my IV stand again. What are you doing? What are you doing? This is the only weapon I have. I hold it up, my hands shaking under its weight. You wanna fight me? That's the funniest thing to come out of your mouth all day. A glint of metal passes in front of my face and I instinctively jump back. You have to stop the trial, or else What you gonna do? You gonna whack me? You're trying to play hero like this? That pisses me off more than anything. They swing again and I try to block it with this time. To my surprise, I'm able to hold my ground. How could you do that to Scarlet? Why do you treat everyone so horrible? 'Cause I hate them. I get off on torturing them, just like you said. If you hate them so much, why not just let them go? Because I can never leave. Why should they go? Why should they get to? They swing again. You could leave. This time their thighs hooks on the metal stand and it goes flying out of my hand over the side of the roof. And I'm tugging along with it. Your needle holds so well that you get tugged away from your stand? That's interesting. I hear the sound of Death's thighs dropping as they run after me. The last thing I saw was a mix of horror and regret on their face as they reached a hand out to me. Their figure became smaller and smaller until... Ugh, Can I? Oh, that's a bad ending. Found the bad ending. Thanks, Carol. I thought it is the other ending, but I guess. Watch. that was a sound. Theoretically, we still could leave Scarlet behind. I still don't know. 9 minutes. No. Maybe if we really run. Leave the room. Cool tie. Leave Scarlet. Leave Scarlet behind, especially. What does it mean, leave her behind? Leave? Oh. Oh, I can go back. Hey, follow her, okay. Any information? Doesn't matter. Okay. Keep Scarlet. Rogue is a weird angel guy. Wasn't that one where we go to both anyway? I believe this is the one where we go to both anyway. I don't know that Rogue is read in French. Carol, does this make a difference? I doubt. Okay. Check on this. We check on this. Whee! We checked on this. That didn't do anything. And I checked on him. Do we play the game? That part isn't there. Okay. We're holding. It's... Wait. This one and... There. I'm holding Elle and I'm holding chat. Now both my hands are full. Was that third follow Scarlet option? No. We followed Scarlet down in the basement. Then we followed her into her room. And now we are down here. I'm guessing we want to be friends with Scarlet, so refusing the game would make sense. I mean, we could end stream here and then make, well, the last one, basically, just at the beginning of another game. It says the option to pick follow Scarlet, follow her, check on death, not like this. What do you mean not like this? Not that much into like girl like. You have those big feminine eyes. If you grew your hair out, you would look so pretty. But I like my hair short. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to imply you aren't pretty enough as it is. Women are always getting judged by their appearance. I'm not trying to do that to you as well. I just think it's a shame that some girls feel like they can't embrace their femininity, you know? I don't know, I never related to femininity ever once in my entire life. Okay, they are fighting. Check on death. Check on death. Death seems hurt. This isn't right. Are you okay? Fuck you. Don't pretend like you care about me now. I didn't know she was gonna do any of that. I'm sorry, Ashley, the two of us flinch Scarlet's voice. She's waiting for me in the hallway. Whatever, get out of here before she comes back. I give a hesitant nod before scurrying out the door. We found the path. Scarlet is silent until we reach the elevator. What are you talking to Death about? Her expression is neutral, but the words are laced with an implied threat. Don't betray me. I just wanted to see if they were okay. You were pretty rough with them, so... just in case. Ashley, Death is our captor. Huh? They knew the way out, and they purposefully withheld that information from us. They have tortured Kaladin for years and likely plan to do the same to us. Considering all of that, you don't think a little violence is justified in order to escape this nightmare? She has a point, I think. Maybe I'm just overreacting. Scarlett's only doing what she thinks she needs to in order to... Do you want to survive? Not like this. I want to say yes to. So we have to save you. It will not lead to another ending, but still. Not like this. Yeah. I can't do this. If stepping on others is what it takes, I would rather stay down here. Fine, I'll go alone. Scarlett steps into the elevator. Her eyes looked a little teary, but I might have only imagined it. Still, no matter what, I can't get behind treating death like that. Kicking someone while they are down is wrong. Death keeps their distance, staring at me from across the hall. I call out to them. Scarlett took the elevator. You're not going with her? Yeah. Death approaches, flipping up their mask to look me in the eyes. So you're like legit cool? I don't like what she did to you, so I didn't want to follow her anymore. Yeah? You shouldn't have attacked her either. Hey, that was self-defense. You swung first. But you saw that she did what she did to me. She's fucking crazy. I had no choice. Whatever, just don't fight anymore, okay? Well, I was thinking about leaving, but if you're willing to help me out... Huh? Leaving? Through the elevator? Nah, the other way, out the front door. Death slips their mask back down and starts walking towards the stairwell. You coming? Sure. Confused, I hurry after them. Now I don't want an update right now. If the elevator lets you revive, then where do the front doors lead you? I knew she was gonna be trouble when she started refusing my trials. Death's voice echoes in the stairwell. Stairwell. They talk to me over their shoulder as we climb the steps. The last couple times this happened, I had to lie low until the disillusioned one fucked off. There we go. Disillusioned? That's what I call them, once they realize their own power here. Scarlett's so damn stubborn. Would probably be stuck hiding for like a year before she gave up and disappeared. Disappear as in... There are 3 ways to have your soul released from this place. Huh? The first is the elevator. That's the revival route. Brings you back to the real world, so you can get back to your shitty life. The second is oblivion, walking out the front door into complete isolation. Don't know what happened to the ones who got that route, but it can't be good. I bet they lose their mind out there. Disillusioned. Then, what's the third? That would be despair. Oh yeah. After your hourglass runs out, your soul can destabilize and turn to ash. Ash? Well, we are already ash. I take it that would mean you died in real life. Your soul crumbles into dust and you disappear for good. You think that will happen to Scarlett? Death only gives a hollow laugh in response. We reach the ground floor and they open the door to the lobby. If your hourglass runs out, you turn to ash. That's what Death said, but their explanation was so casual. Can I really trust them? They could just be trying to drive me and Scarlett further apart. No, what am I saying? I can't trust Scarlett anymore either. Not after what she did to Death. What if her conclusions were wrong too? Is there anything I really know for sure? I follow Death to the front desk. Kaladin is on the far end. Far end of the room, staring blankly out one of the large windows. I feel more lost than ever. But I guess it wouldn't hurt to hear Death out for now. I will draw my own conclusion from there. Death hops up on the desk, sliding over it gracefully. They land behind it and turn back to me. Alright, Ash, I'm gonna show you something top secret. You are giving me a whole lot of information all of a sudden? Yeah, because our goals happen to align. We both want Scarlet out of here as soon as possible, right? You don't care if she disappears, though. I would actually prefer if she gets to revive. Damn, she really turned you into mini Scarlet, unless maybe you were always this bitchy. I glare at Death, like how Scarlet always does. Hey, don't get all pissed off. I'm showing you this because you can use it to convince her to revive. If I'm lucky, you will all leave me alone. This is a last-ditch effort type of thing, so be grateful. Alright, what is it? Death plops down in the swivel chair and boots up the computer in front of them, holding down a few keys on the keyboard as they do so. This is what you all were supposed to be greeted with when you got here. They turn the monitor towards me. It looks like a welcome screen with a set of instructions. Welcome to the afterlife. Please do not despair. At this time your death is merely a social one. It is likely the world has not been kind to you. This base was created as a place of relaxation and recovery for the lost souls. May it serve as respite until you are ready to move on. Beware the front exit, for it leads to oblivion. This is a path for those who choose to abandon society and commit to isolation. Hey, this again. To return to your life, you need only enter the elevator. Carry the hope to connect to others in your heart, and the exit will reveal itself to you. Without love, it cannot be seen. We are praying for your peaceful revival. This is the lame-ass truth of this place. Wait, so what about the trials? Death stops themselves from answering as footsteps approach. It's Kaladin. Hey there, what are you guys doing? Nanya? None of your business. Good one. Stuff it, simp. It's no wonder Kaladin was so desperate to win a trial. Death is kinda unbearable. Listen, the elevator's the way out. I cut in with the truth I was just shown. Kaladin's eyes widen. The elevator? Really? Don't just tell him this is privileged information. Why were you hiding this from us? The more I think about it, the angrier I get. This whole time we all could have left, just by wanting to connect with others back in the real world. You haven't seen what I have seen, okay? Trust me, it's easier this way. Oh, I get it. You're trying to get back at me for what I did to Ash before. Huh? You want to trick me into looking for a secret exit that doesn't exist. That's it, isn't it? Yep, you got us. No, I don't care about that. Look, it says it here on the monitor. As Kaladin reads the words on the screen, his expression softens. The hope to connect to others. In other words, to overcome a social death, you just have to pursue a social life? Is that it? This is a message of us we are supposed to see when we woke up here. Death hid it from us. But it doesn't say anything about the trials, because they were only a distraction, just like Scarlet said. Where is Miss Scarlet? We should probably tell her about this. I will skip telling him about how she became disillusioned. I think that's what Death called it. Scarlet already knows about the elevator. She's there now. Death didn't explain how to use it though. Why would I? It's funnier if she drives herself crazy trying to solve it. We should go too. Kaladin fidgets, clearly excited to finally be on his way out of here. Will Scarlet even let us in? She's gonna have to if she wants to know how it works. That line in red is the key. You can only see the way out with the power of love. Death drives the blunt end of their scythe into Kaladin's stomach, and he doubles over with a whiny ow. If the elevator really works, Kaladin will be free from Death's bullying. But what about Scarlet? Assuming she believes us about this hidden exit, will she be able to see it herself? There's probably no one in the world she wants to connect with. She doesn't trust anyone after what she has been through. I might have been her only friend and I walked away from her. But it's because I walked away that we know the way out now. I can't imagine what was on that screen being another elaborate lie. At least, not if Death really wants Scarlet out of here. The three of us head over to the elevator, and Death presses the button to bring it to our floor. After a minute or two, the door opens. Hi. Scarlet practically flinches at seeing us all standing there. What? I got Death to explain more about how the elevator works. Scarlet eyes dart between us, trying to discern whatever we may be plotting. At least that's what I imagine is going on in her head. I know you won't believe us, so I will prove it to you. Will you let Kaladin try? Fine, it's not like I was having any luck on my own. Scarlet steps out of the elevator without protest. Isn't it great, Miss Scarlet? We don't have to complete a trial after all. You are the only one who cared about the trials. Besides, aren't you nervous? Nervous? Why would I be? I don't know what you have heard, but if Death gave you special instructions, you could activate some kind of trapdoor that plummets you straight to hell. Are you ready to go to hell, Kaladin? That won't happen. Yeah, like Ash said, it'll be fine. But before I go, I wanted to apologize. Scarlet shifts her stance, still clearly in a bad mood. Ash, doing the last trial I had almost given up hope. I'm actually really grateful to Scarlet for stopping me. I'm sorry I wasn't strong enough to call it off right away. Having basic empathy isn't a matter of strength, Kaladin. Just let him talk, Scarlet. No, she's right. It must have been scary for you, and I ignored that. There's genuine regret in his voice. It's a relief to me that he's actually acknowledging what he did. And to think that it would have gotten me closer to revival at all. Oof. It's okay. Thanks for apologizing. Kaladin is relieved to be forgiven too. Scarlet scoffs and turns away, but he ignores her and continues. I know that I wasted a lot of time here. I'm EP Chaos. Me too. And it's over my streaming time. So I hope this doesn't go on for much longer. But I don't regret the time I spent working hard. Death, you taught me an invaluable lesson of perseverance. Is this a joke? Why are you thanking me, you weirdo? Because now I can go back to my life knowing I'm stronger than I thought. You can go to bed if you want. Get your blanket. Kaladin steps into the elevator, then exhales slowly. He turns to us. I won't forget you guys, but the person I want to connect with is... I would really like to see my ex-wife, Chartreuse. I need to apologize to her, too, for all the trouble I caused, for being a terrible husband. I will throw away my youth wife products. I will get a regular job again. I will do anything. I doubt she will take me back, but if I can just tell her I'm sorry, that would be enough. After that, who knows? Huh? He wipes the tears from his eyes, then looks around the elevator. Oh, this button's new. He presses it and the door closes. We watch as the elevator rises, the lights from its interior barely showing through the gap in the door. After a few moments, it returns to us and the door opens once more. There's no one inside. What? How? The elevator exit only works for people who redeemed themselves. You can't leave if you're a bad person. Huh? That's not... No. Scarlet suddenly takes off, facing through the ceiling. She's checking the upper floors to make sure he isn't hiding anywhere. It didn't say anything like that on the screen. Hey. When Scarlet comes back down, it's through the elevator shaft. Which button is it? They're all the fucking same. Why? Am I really such a horrible person? She falls to her knees before us. Kaladin? I'm worse than fucking Kaladin? Are you kidding me? Scarlet, Death was lying. It has nothing to do with whether you're a good or bad person. It's only whether you want to connect with others, to resume your social life. What? Kaladin had someone he wanted to see again, so the path open for him. No, that's a lie. Because if that's true, then who am I supposed to want to connect to? Everyone fucking hates me. I don't hate you. But you don't trust me either. No one trusts me. Well, because you are always lying. And why should they? I'm a fucking monster who only cares about herself. That's what they all believe. Sob. No one will ever believe me. Scarlet is inconsolable. Death nudges my arm. Hey Ash, you should probably go ahead and revive next. What? And leave Scarlet alone with you? Why did you lie to her just now? To confuse her? To make her suffer even more? To make her desperate. She's weaker than that way. That's horrible. Why would I ever feel bad for you? Whatever, Scarlet clearly ain't ready to go just yet. You, on the other hand, don't have much time. I don't? Wait, did you find my hourglass? Death points his eyes at my IV bag. It's nearly empty. Realized it a bit ago, kinda obvious in retrospect. What happens when it runs out? Will I die? Poof. They splay their fingers for emphasis. I recall our earlier conversation about souls crumbling to dust. Okay. Scarlet, it's time for me to go. What? I'm gonna take the elevator now. I can't stay here any longer. But I would like you to come with me. Staying here isn't good for you either. Scarlet doesn't move. I really don't like the idea of leaving her with Death, but I don't think I will be able to convince her to come with me, so I will do the next best thing. St. Fellows, that's the name of the hospital I'm staying at. Huh? You're welcome to come and visit me anytime, okay? Don't forget. Why are you telling me this? So that you can revive when you are ready. I thought it might be easier if you had someone on the other side, waiting for you. Scarlet gives a small teary nod. She steps out of the elevator without looking back. Once she does, a button appears. There's a circle printed on its surface. It's time for me to go. I give it a confident press, then wave goodbye to Scarlet and Death. Bye-bye. Don't fight, please. I'm in bed, trying to keep my eyes open to see the last ending. The elevator begins to move. It's rising. I'm going up. This is the way out, the path to revival, the same as Skeleton took. I'm really going to revive now. As the elevator rises, I start to feel lighter. I can't tell if I feel anxious or calm. I feel nothing. It's the same muted feeling I get after taking my pain meds. My mind and body are quiet. Well, my mind is never that quiet, except when I'm focused on a game. It's part of why I like playing them, I guess. As my thoughts wander, I feel something brush against my leg. When I look down, I'm no longer in the elevator, but a field of dandelions. They sway lightly at my feet. The feeling of rising hasn't left me. I'm still being taken somewhere. This place really was like a dream, like getting a little taste of heaven. I didn't feel sick the whole time. The computer said it was a place of respite. Well, it wasn't as relaxing as that, thanks to Death. But it was fun, getting to run around, searching for the truth, searching for the way out. It's too bad Scarlet couldn't come with me. It would have been nice getting to see those flowers together. The thought fills me with emotion, a sudden and indescribable yearning for a person who was still practically a stranger to me. I want friends. I want to chat with others. I want to have conversations that don't start with medical adjustments or my latest test results. It had been so long since I have had that. I thought there was nothing I could do about it from my hospital bed. Do I even deserve friends? I just abandoned the only one I have made in years. But what choice did I really have? My hourglass was about to run out. I just have to do better from now on. I can start small, baby steps. Maybe my doctor will agree to let me out of the hospital for an hour, for a day, or some hours. Enough to go to the park, even if it's in a wheelchair. I'm stable enough for that, aren't I? And then, maybe I can make a friend at the park, play chess with an old man or something. I don't even like chess. I just don't want to go back to being alone. In 7 seconds, there will be ads. Horrible. I pushed it as far back as possible. But this will not change, right? Yeah, it stays that way. And now we have all the endings. Ugh, that was a long game. It was longer than I expected. I thought it is a short text game. We did it! Yay! We made all the weirdest friends. She is still worrying me. He's making better. You know, he betters himself. I cannot quite see the same with Scarlet, so I'm confused if we really should be friends with her. And Death, I don't know. They are the misunderstood villain, I guess. You know, somebody who had a hard life, and also in this afterlife, they would get bullied, I guess. So they are retaliating quite heavily, but it doesn't make the situation better. Okay, let's see who we can raid into. Oof. So I have for you Ella with Marathon. I have Rikudo with Retro Rewind Video Store Simulator. I have MK with Resident Evil Requiem. I have Honey Bunny Lamb with Planet Crafter. I have you and Koichi with Grand Theft Auto 5. Where do you want to go? If somebody is still awake and has an opinion, I guess. Ow. Oh yeah, I will try now the milk jello. That will be interesting. Dum, 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 dum. I'm guessing everyone fell asleep. Rikudo or MK? Elle? Well, we raided to Elle quite often lately, so maybe it's somebody else. Oh, but sleep with Requiem, I guess. I hope the shooting will not wake you up. There we go. Tomorrow we play. Whoop, where's my schedule? I have my schedule open. Moonstone Island and on Friday we continue with Rusty Lake 3. Yeah. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for chatting. Have a good night or good evening or a good time zone. And we will see us tomorrow. Bye bye.